Several members of Congress making history yesterday, including freshman Democrat Rashida Tlaib. She's one of the first Muslim women to be sworn into Congress. And then hours after that ceremony, she raised eyebrows with these comments about President Trump.
When your son looks at you and says, "Mama, look, you won," bullies don't win. And I said, "Baby, they don't, because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach them."
Strong stuff. John Garamendi's a Democrat from California. Sir, good morning to you. Congratulations on winning back the majority. What do you think about that commentary?
Well, I don't think it was certainly not appropriate. The issue of impeachment is not on the table. Whether it ever be on the table, we'll have to await further developments from Mueller and other investigations that are underway. But right now, we got to get this government opened. We've got to get onto our agenda, the health care agenda, the transportation infrastructure, good paying jobs. All of those things are where we want to spend our time.
How about the tone, though?
Well, the tone
how about
in
the civility and the argument of decency on day one?
Well, it's not just day one. Actually, it's been the last two and a half years that we have seen a very serious decline in civility in our political processes. We go back to the campaigns of 2016 and then carrying on to this very moment. We've seen some very, very harsh and frankly uncivil language being used. And we really need to go beyond that.
I'm reading some talking points from you or your office. You say this is not how we restore civility and decency to Washington.
Well, that's certainly true. That's absolutely correct. Each of us, whether we're Democrat or Republican or president or any other position, has a responsibility of being civil, dealing with issues, very, very controversial issues, but do it in a civil, polite way as best we can. But I will tell you, all of us from time to time get overheated, and sometimes our rhetoric follows that heat.
Let's talk about the wall. Let's talk about the shutdown. Nancy Pelosi was asked about 99 cents plus a penny. That equals $1. Watch.
Is there any situation in which you would accept even $1 of wall funding for this president in order to reopen the government?
$1? $1.
So
$1? Yeah, $1.
How high was you willing to go? Are you willing to go?
No, you said $1. You said $1.
How high are you willing to go?
Well, that's not your question. You said $1. I'm
My
answering your
follow-up
question.
question is,
The
the
fact
president wants to cut a deal.
wall is an immorality. It's not who we are as a nation.
Sir, what about that immorality comment? Because Republicans are going to say, listen, this is about national security. You either support national security and you secure the border or you don't.
Well, let's be very, very clear. The Democrats have, over the last 8 years, put a lot of money on the table. We've always advocated for national security, for border security, and for the appropriate use of the taxpayer dollar to secure the border. The president wants $5 billion for a wall, but he has yet to specify where that wall would be built or even what it would be, a cyclone fence or a spiked steel structure or concrete.
Does it matter if it does the job, sir?
What matters here is that there be specificity as to where that wall will be, what its purpose is, what its effectiveness will be for the task at hand. I'm on the Armed Services Committee and the Transportation Committee, and we don't allocate any money for any project until there are specific plans. There are no plans at this point. If the president wants a wall, then tell us where it will be, what its effectiveness will be. We do know that we have problems with our ports of entry. We do know that the Coast Guard interdicts 10 times more drugs than the Border Patrol. We do know that most of the, a good many of the illegal immigrants in America overstay their visas. These are all pertinent issues, and we also know we're very, very short on the administration of the illegal entries, whether they are asylum seekers or other. So all of these things are part of border security.
Some are suggesting he might give you a swap on DACA if it comes to that. We'll see if you take it. Sir, I hope you come back, okay? I'm out of time, but thank you for yours.
Certainly, Bill.
John
Take care,
Garamendi,
and thank you.
Democrat from California. Thanks.